Hi everyone, I'm Elena Lynch of Elena's Active Lifestyle, an online health and fitness coach, and I want to talk to you a little bit tonight about portion control and why it's so important and how just simply cutting back on how much food you eat can help you immensely with any goals you might have or even just your mental well-being, because typically when we overeat it's allows us to start feeling guilty. We feel lethargic, our energy level decreases, and things like that. So, first thing I want to tell you about is kind of how our society has changed over the years and why so many people overeat now without even realizing it. And the biggest thing is that the size of our dinner plates has almost doubled since the 1960s, when dinner plates were more about 7 to 8 inches in diameter, and now they can get up as big as 14 inches in diameter, especially when we go out to eat. So just to give you a comparison, this would be our standard salad plate, and it's almost 9 inches in diameter. And this is a dinner plate, and it's almost 11 inches in diameter. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a difference there. So this is kind of more like what people used to eat off of, and this is what people eat off of now. So what I have found that really helps me, because portion's something I have struggled with all my life. I typically overate a lot as a child, especially when I was out at family functions or birthday parties or carnivals, and my body would reject the food and I would end up getting sick. My sisters always like to tease me and tell everyone that I was bulimic as a child, which is not true, but my body just couldn't handle large amounts of food, especially when it was unhealthy food, and so it would detox itself, and my body still does that, so I've learned the hard way how to control my portions. What I like to do now is to use my fun little color-coded containers here, and I'll just kind of real briefly explain what they are in order from the one I get the most of to the ones I get the least of. First is my green for my vegetables, and that's one of the largest containers. I get about 4 to 5 of these a day. Next is my red, is my proteins, which is about the size of my fist, just for you to be able to understand portion sizes on that, and I have about 4 of these a day. Next is purple, which is my fruits, and I have about 3 or 4 of those a day. Next is carbohydrates. Yes, I eat carbs. Carbs are not bad for you. I just eat I use a lot of like beans or whole grains. I like quinoa a lot and brown rice, and every once in a while I do whole wheat pasta. I like oatmeal, things like that, and potatoes for my carbs. You see it's not very large. I have about 4 of those a day. Then my blue container is my healthy fats, my cheese, and my whole raw nuts. And lastly is my seeds and chopped nuts and salad dressings and things like that. And then I also get so many teaspoons a day of oils that I use for cooking and things like that. So what I love most about these is it takes the guesswork out of it. All I had to do was put my weight and everything into an equation that tells me how many of these I should have a day based on what my goals are. I'm wanting to try to build muscles, so I'm eating a little bit more than I did when I was trying to lose weight. But it takes the guesswork out of it. As long as it fits in the category and you can fit it in the container, you can have it. And the thing that I like the most is a few times a week you can use your yellow container and swap it out for things like healthier versions of baked cookies and wine, which is always a good thing. Dark chocolate chips. You all know how much I love chocolate, and things like that. So you're not ever feeling like you have to deprive yourself of the foods that you really enjoy and want to have on occasion. It's learning how to create that healthy balance in your life. Before I had these containers, what I would do is I would try to spend at least 20 minutes eating a meal. I would literally sit down, look at the clock, say, okay, this is how much time has gone by. I get to 10 minutes. Okay, I'm still eating. I'd get to 15 minutes. Okay, make myself eat a little bit longer. And then I'd get to 20. And with doing that, I noticed that I was able to chew my food more thoroughly. I was enjoying my food more. I wasn't feeling guilty and feeling blah from overeating. I was drinking more water, and I was using water to fill my stomach, so I wasn't eating as many calories. Because it takes your stomach about 20 minutes to send its signal to the brain that it's full. So if you eat too fast, you're likely going to overeat. Another thing I did was that smaller plate I showed you. I would use that. I started eating off of salad plates instead of dinner plates. And that, again, helps me to keep my portions in check, because I'm the type of person, if food's in front of me, I don't like to waste it, so I'm probably going to eat it all. So that helps me quite a bit. And when I started implementing just the simple taking 20 minutes to eat my meal and eating my dinner off a salad plate, I lost 5 pounds in 1 week. So, and I think, like I've said before, that focusing on something helps you to stay more mentally tuned in to what your goals and what visions you have, and it kind of makes everything else fall into place. I was being more into my exercise routine and things like that. So if you are interested in learning more about these lovely little containers I have, or want any more tips or information on how to control your portion sizes, feel free to comment below or send me a personal message, and I'd love to chat with you more about it. Because anytime we don't have to think as much about what we're going to do, it's always a win-win. So, like I said, message me, comment below. Try to start timing yourself when you eat, and try to make your meals last at least 20 minutes long, and eat off a smaller plate. Try to get half of your plate of vegetables, a quarter of your plate proteins, a quarter of your plate healthy whole grains, and then add in some of the rest. And I'm pretty sure by doing those things, you'll start to see success. So, my name's Elena Winch. I'm an online health and fitness expert, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.